I use Google Chrome as my daily browser, and the reason is it's easy to use, it's secure, and it works well with all the other Google apps. And if you do too, today I will share 5 of my top tips when it comes to settings. Hi, I am PixelPia, and many of us are using Google Chrome as our daily browser. But there are some settings that can improve your browsing experience. And today I will share 5 of those with you. So here we are at my computer. We are logged into my account, and as you can see, I have changed my search engine from Google Search to DuckDuckGo, and I will show you how to do that. But let's start by going to Settings. Click the 3 little dots up to the right and go to Settings. And the first thing I want to show you is how to change your default search engine. There are several reasons why I prefer DuckDuckGo. In DuckDuckGo, all the search you do are private. They don't save any information or any cookies, and your IP address is private. So let's see. We are in Settings, and we're gonna click Privacy and Security. And if we scroll down a little bit, you see Search Engine. When you click that little arrow, you see Google, which was the default, but they have also added Bing, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, and Ecosia. You just click in the down arrow and choose your preferred search engine. And as I said, I prefer DuckDuckGo. That was my tip number 1. I talked about cookies. So what are cookies? They are little bits of information that is saved in your browser. For example, if you go to Amazon.com and you are shopping, you're putting things in your shopping cart, and then you leave before you check out. The next time you log in, you might see that the things are still in the shopping cart. That is because a cookie saved that information in your browser. And cookies can be good. They can save your login information so you don't have to log in every time you go to websites you use frequently. But some viruses and malware can be disguised as cookies. So there is a way to stop what we call third-party cookies. And we stay within privacy and security, and we scroll up to where you see cookies and other sites' data. Click that little arrow, you can mark block third-party cookies. I think that is what's set to default, but I always make sure I have that marked. Another thing that irritates me is these constant pop-ups. Let's go back to the privacy and security and scroll until we find site settings. You click that and go down, you can give permissions for location, camera, microphone, notifications, and so forth. But if you go down to content, the last one is pop-ups and redirects, and it is blocked as default. This is all these pop-ups that try to take you away from the site you are at. If we go up to notifications under permissions, that means that sites can ask to send notification, and that's okay many times. But then you have all the sites you have allowed down here, and you can change. I have Google Docs, for example, that I have allowed. This shows you how you can go in and change for each website. For example, if you get Facebook messages popping up, notifications that someone has written something all the time, and you want to stop them, you go here, you look for your Facebook, and you click the arrow and go down and turn notifications. You either allow or block. So that was tip number 3, how to turn off pop-up. The 4th tip is about autofill. And we have autofill up here to the left. You can autofill passwords, payment methods, and you can autofill address. I haven't put any address in this account. This account is very new, but I can add it. I can add my name if I'm company, the organization, my address, the country, phone number, and email. And this will, if you, for example, is shopping online, this will add your address automatically when you start to write your name because it's saved in your browser. I have one more tip. Let's leave the settings. I have just opened my browser. There are some websites I use more than others. For example, YouTube. So when I go to YouTube, I can actually pin this tab. I go up to the tab, I right click on my mouse and I say pin. Now you see it became a smaller tab with the YouTube symbol. Another one I use frequently is my inbox. So I go there and do the same thing, right mouse click and pin. Now those two are saved as pin tabs. So let me close my browser. And next time I open it, as you can see, it opens a new tab because that's what I have in my settings. But if you look up here, the two little tabs that I just pinned, my YouTube and my Gmail inbox, are both pinned. So I can go right to them from here. I never have to write in a URL up in the search bar or click on any other tab. They will stay here always. And you can add as many as you want. If I, for some reason, want to delete one of these pin tabs, I right click on the tab and I say unpin. And now it is just a regular tab. That was my 5th tip. Now let's leave the computer for this time. Hopefully you enjoyed these 5 tips, and I have many more. So if you're interested in more tips when it comes to Google Chrome, please leave a comment down below. And remember, never stop learning.